ladies. So now we have a second challenge.
Interview.
That's right. Well, Adonia, I think you want to come on this side and around since you seem to know all the details. All right, so yeah, you have a second elimination challenge going to happen now. And I'm going to give the floor to Adrian to explain how this is going to work.
Okay, basically, ladies, you got a hint on Wednesday evening. It's going to consist of 2 parts. You know the 2 parts that it's going to consist of. Essentially, we have your bios. We have 2 guest judges. And I will be on the table, but I'll probably be saying very little. You'll come in and you will have 2 minutes to impress. After that, you will leave the room, and then every one of you will come back in one by one, and you will answer a pageant question. And we all know how much you all love doing that pageant question. But everyone will get the same exact question. The other advantage that Ophir and Catherine have is that they can determine when they want to go in either segment, whether they want to go first or whether they want to go last in either segment. Is really left up to the 2 of you all whenever you all are ready.
I know it's a little jarring for some of you all to just come out of an elimination, see someone that you've become friends with leave, but at the end of the day, that's how Miss Universe is. Like, only 20 are called on the night after you've spent weeks with 80-something other women. So, you know, so just kind of center yourselves, move past it, and let's go.
Best of luck to you, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
So as the winners of the last challenge, you have the option of jumping ahead or waiting to your place to be interviewed by the judges. So have you decided where you wanted to go, or if you want to stick to your order?
I don't mind going first.
You don't mind going first? Okay.
And I'll go second.
And you'll go second? Yeah. All right, no problem. So first and second. Hope you guys are ready. Yeah?
Hello.
Hello, Catherine. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Welcome to the challenge. All right. This is Sophie White.
Hello.
And this is Joel Villafana. All right. Sophie works in media, does a lot of social media, a lot of radio, etc. And that kind of thing. And you may recognize, and I know you've been out of the country, we may recognize Joel as well. He is the sports anchor on the TV6 News. All right.
So you said that if you won the lottery, you'd like to give back to your parents.
Actually, specifically, I was gonna, their dream, they've always spoken about getting a house in Goodwood Park. They want a view of the ocean. So the first thing I was like, Mom, I'm gonna get you all a house in Goodwood Park. And she's like, do not be crazy, Catherine, do something else.
My parents have taught me a lot of valuable lessons. One thing that my dad definitely taught me, and he always said it from the time I was in primary school growing up, that hard work always pays off. And that's something that has definitely stuck with me throughout the years.
All right, so your proudest personal accomplishment?
Catering. A while back, I was catering all the time and working in restaurants, and I got a catering job. Someone called me, hi, you know, I would like for you to cater. I said, sure, no problem. For how many? 100. It's like, whoa. And it was by myself, and they ordered about 20 items for 100 people, and I did everything by myself, and it tasted very well.
What was the biggest challenge in your life that you've overcome?
The biggest challenge would definitely be, and I keep saying it, I lost my mother at 17, and I felt as though steps were erased. So I basically found womanhood, or learned myself without a female role model in my teenage years. So to be here is one of my greatest accomplishments.
Medicine is something that you were inclined to naturally as a young girl in school?
In fact, when I was younger, like Form 2 and 3, I was afraid of blood. After a while, after doing sciences in Form 6, and I've been to a few field trips and met with some lecturers, I realized that I'm not afraid of it, and it was just a childhood fear that I got over eventually, and I'm really interested in it.
Weapons training. Which weapons exactly you've been trained to operate?
I was trained to operate the 9mm, the .303, the Galil. Short with the Galil because of course it's a military-based weapon, and yes, got some training with that, and it's pretty fun though.
Where did that interest come from?
I spent 10 years in Cadet Force.
Your interest in psychopaths.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
It's actually the first thing that came to mind when they asked interest. I am interested. I'm very interested in how the human brain works and how different people's brains are. And I just think it's amazing because I can't understand. What interests me is that I don't understand how psychopaths come along. Like, it's very interesting to me to know how they were conditioned, what made them this way, and how they think.
You said that you swam for about 3 years. Any competitions?
No competitions. I swam for my health issue.
Which is?
I have a small heart disease called tachycardia.
Really? And
Yeah.
at what age did you find out about that?
Age 13 going on 14.
Okay, all right. Anything else you've had to adjust in your life as a result of it?
Eating, which, yes, it was adjusted slightly, but...
Now, I know many people that get into a sport in their childhood. That's not martial arts for you. What made you get into it?
My younger brother was actually in it, and I like to challenge myself, and I do get a bit competitive, so I decided, well, as a form of self-defense, I would do it, because being a female, and most of the time I am by myself when I, you know, go out.
Why the pageant? Why you decided to?
I've just always wanted to be part of a pageant, especially the Miss Trinidad and Tobago Universe pageant. It's something that I dreamt of. I've always wanted to do it since I started modeling. Everybody's like, Marissa, you know, you should try, just try, see what would happen, see where we'll go, see how things would play for you.
And from being a competitive footballer,
yeah,
you also do modeling. And how did you make that transfer?
I have no idea because it's completely different. I mean, the modeling side is all about the chic and the feminine side, and you should see me in my football gears. I'm a complete tomboy. You wouldn't even recognize me, no makeup, no nothing. But I think it's part of my personality. I like to keep the balance. I mean, one side I'm a tomboy, and other side I think I could be very feminine.
Your mom's illness seems to have a very big impact on your life.
It does.
Tell me what it is.
It's rheumatoid arthritis. She can walk a little bit with her walker, but she's bedridden. Yes.
How has that affected your life personally?
I would go to school like normal. Nobody would ever know. Even up to now, I go to work and nobody ever knows what I go through. And it's nothing bad, because I take pride. I enjoy actually taking care of her, you know? And it affects my life in a positive way, though.
You collect coffee mugs?
Yes.
How many do you have?
I have only, I think, 24.
That's a lot. Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I love coffee. I must have it in the morning, I must have it in the evenings.
We're part of a team that is discovering a new potential cure for colon cancer.
Yes. First of all, we're just trying to increase the amount of citrus produced in Florida so that these local bacteria would not kill them. But I grew these saprophytic fungi to kill the fungi. So my friend, who's a biochemist, she's actually doing marine research. She used marine organisms to kill cancer cells. So we had all these plates and the marine wasn't working either. So we were like, hey, let's just combine our research, and so much so my fungi kill these colon cancer cells at low concentrations.
So you've got your own production company right now?
It's not a production company, it's a car modification company. And what we did is we decided to do a reality show about it in order to educate people of how to modify cars, because every other person is a mechanic, right? So we really wanted to differentiate ourselves so that people can look at cars and say, okay, this is what we do, and they know exactly how it's done, we do it the best, and the whole world can see.
Sometimes you let the drama unfold. And sometimes you create a little yourself.
New Revlon Photo Ready all-in-one eye palette with primer and 3 shades. Add sparkle or use wet for major intensity, so you can create whatever eye you're in the mood for.
Dare to be Revlon.
Frizz used to rule my life. Then my stylist clued me into a salon powerful frizz control.
New Tresemme Keratin Smooth. Fights frizz for up to 48 hours.
So now I rule my hair.
Safe for color-treated hair from Tresemme.
So do you want the hard question or the easy question?
Easy.
You want the easy question?
Sure.
I think I'll take the more difficult question.
The easy question.
Easy question, all right.
The hard question.
You want the hard question?
Yes.
Here we go.
Give me the challenge.
Give me the hard question. Hard question or easy question?
Difficult.
Hard question or easy question?
The hard question.
Hard question.
Hard
Second
question,
try.
no problem.
I'll go with hard.
You go with hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Hard.
Okay.
I would like to try the hard question.
Give me the hard question.
Give me the hard question, no problem.
I'll take the challenge, really difficult question.
No problem.
Hard question, please.
No problem.
Take the hard question, Adrian.
Give me the hard question. All right. Just this week, President Obama made a statement where he criticized reality shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, saying it promoted the wrong values for American youth, which is the values of valuing celebrity and the amassing of material possessions, materialism. But there were others who disagreed with him because they said, hey, it's just promoting good old-fashioned ambition, the American dream. What's your opinion?
I think it's to each his own. I understand where President Obama is coming from, but I do agree. I think that there's a certain idea that comes out of that program. I think young people aspire to be what those people are. They constantly post pictures and they really value all their materialistic things. I think if the program focused more on, because they are successful people, they do very wonderful business endeavors and they have great success, and I think if in that program they focused on that, that would be better. Thank you.
I think it's actually promoting just fashion and the good old dream, because the Kardashians are really about style and fashion, and it's not about, yeah, I just think I think that they're really promoting fashion and style. Okay, thank you.
Donia. If you were guaranteed an honest response to a question, who would you question and what would you ask them?
I think I will question Michelle Obama. I have kind of been always wondered, like, what was the journey like for her and her husband, and how she supported him through him being the first black president.
Okay, thank you very much.
I would probably ask Jessica, why did she enter for a third time? Yes. Thank you.
I would definitely question Nelson Mandela. I think he's a person who has shown that he can overcome almost any barrier. And he seems to be content within himself, that I think he would give me an honest opinion, and it would be something that I can learn from and gain from to better myself. Thank you.
I would ask Adrian Raymond, one person, Adrian Raymond. I'll ask him, what are my chances? What do you think is my chances? And if I have a really good chance of becoming Miss Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, thank you very much.
I would actually question my mother, and I would ask her what she really thinks about me, because parents genuinely favor their kids and they tell them what they think they want to hear, and they encourage them and they say, well, you didn't do so bad, when in fact you did horrible. So, and I value my mother's opinion, obviously. So sometimes I would just ask her, honestly, what is your opinion of me?
Frizz used to rule my life. Then my stylist clued me into a salon powerful frizz control.
New Tresemme Keratin Smooth. Fights frizz for up to 48 hours.
So now I rule my hair.
Safe for color-treated hair from Tresemme.
If you were guaranteed an honest response to a question, who would you question and what would you ask them?
If I'm guaranteed an honest response to a question, I'll actually ask Adrian the question. because I know you will answer me honestly and you will give me the truth. You will tell me as it is and you will have my best interests at heart.
That's a good question. I would question I'm honestly not sure who I would question.
I would definitely question probably you, because you have been training me all along. I would like to get positive feedback on exactly what I've been doing. Actually, I change that, positive or negative feedback, so I could critique myself. I could figure out what I need to work on, what I should develop more, because this is something that I really want, and it's only you that could help me really develop myself personally and get me out there. I think that I'll get it from you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Melanie, if you would guarantee an honest response to a question, who would you question and what would you ask them?
I would probably ask my mom, and what I would ask her is, do you like me? Because I think growing up, I was a middle child, and I think I had a problem thinking that she didn't like me because I was a middle child and I felt like I had a lot of stuff to do more than my brother and more than my sister, and I would really just want to know, you know, Mom, do you really like me? So I'd probably ask her that.
I would want to question Oprah Winfrey, because I think she's a very influential woman, and she has so much information that I would like to gather from her in terms of the business aspect, in terms of where she came from. So definitely Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would question President Barack Obama, and I would ask him, how does it feel to be the first Black president of the United States?
I would question Barack Obama to ask him, first of all, what was his most difficult thing that he had to overcome to become the president, and his honesty on his own confidence level. Thank you.
I would ask my mother if everything I've accomplished in my life, if she's proud of me.
Sometimes you let the drama unfold. And sometimes you create a little yourself.
New Revlon Photo Ready all-in-one eye palette with primer and 3 shades. Add sparkle or use wet for major intensity, so you can create whatever eye you're in the mood for.
Dare to be Revlon.
When I call your name, I'd like you just to step forward. Soleil, Latoya, Melanie, Leanne, Kanika, Adonia, Angel, and Stephanie. All right. The ladies who if I did not call your name, congratulations. Your scores have qualified you for the next round. So if I didn't call your name, you all can go ahead. Ladies in the back, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. The 8 of you represent the 4 best and the 4 worst performers. Kanika and Stephanie, will you step forward? All right. Okay. You all are our top two. Congratulations. Stephanie, great first round interview and stuff like that. Very, very, very clear, very warm. I still find you a little bit pageanty.
Adrian started telling me what problems they had with me, and they started with me first, so that was kind of a hint that I wasn't going to come first in that part, but it was really humbling experience, and the comments that they gave me, I think, were very useful.
Okay, I pulled this over here because you've all been eyeing it down. GlaxoSmithKline has put together this lovely basket for the winner of today's challenge, who is yet named Adrian.
And the winner of the challenge, I'm happy to say, is Miss Kanika Clark. So you want to present?
Sure.
Let's see if you present.
Come on, girl. Here.
I feel great. I feel so good because basically I've never won anything as an individual previously. Like, I played football and we won as a team, but never anything individually. So I had actually given up and thought, okay, I'm never going to win a trophy or I'm never going to win anything. So this was really, really surprising.
Good job. I know the Acrofresh will do you well.
All right. Okay, so here we are with the four that we'll need to kind of do some work on, and one of you, unfortunately, is not going to continue. Leanne, step forward. Leanne, I've never seen a girl go from being near the top to getting to the point where she could almost be eliminated. It was unacceptable. I am really pissed off. And I'm not pissed off at the fact that you gave a weak answer. I'm pissed off at the fact that you gave up. I have a real problem with that. And I want you to cry because you should cry, because you should feel embarrassed. And I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you're the kind of girl that is going into the top 5 with the crown on her head at Miss Universe, and all of Trinidad is watching, and then you just give up, and the crown just goes, and all of Trinidad just goes, oh God.
I was caught kind of off guard with the question, so I froze up and I didn't answer my question. I was really disappointed, and I knew I would have ended up in the bottom 4.
What saved you was that you had a good first round interview. You were good, you were warm, you were articulate, you were a little bit flirty, everything worked, and that is what saved you. Adonia, come forward. All right, Adonia, we continue to struggle with the same thing that we've been working on and stuff like that as well, which is your confidence, which I think could be a result of some of the challenges that you had when you were younger. And what I want to say to you is that you are a beautiful, accomplished, really fabulous young woman. You're absolutely gorgeous. And you need to own that. You need to love that person that you are. That's the only thing that's holding you back. That's the only reason that you're here. Because you are beautiful, you are bright, you're accomplished, you're independent. You have all those wonderful things about you.
My confidence was a little low before I got in. So actually coming down to the 4, I was expecting to be in the bottom 4 because how low my confidence was.
The nerves got the better of me. Confidence is what all my instructors have been telling me about. This is all new to me, so it's something I'm going to have to learn to bring out. And I do it.
When I saw you come through, I said, wow, she is gorgeous. And then I got disappointed because I thought that you did not bring your A game. So you're already gorgeous, but the competition is not Miss Gorgeous. It's a lot more than just being gorgeous, and you got to bring yourself, bring your personality.
We feel that there were 2 of you that really showed some sufficient spark and polish that we feel that we can work with over the next few weeks. And one of you that we feel is going to need a little bit more time and stuff like that. So I'd want to encourage that person. Definitely, having made it this far, definitely should think about coming back. Angel, you're not going to be able to stay with us through this year. I mean, the fact is, I'm sorry because you are. I do like you a lot. I think I think, but today, we just did not see the personality.
I felt when I came in for the first interview, I was a bit nervous, but I felt like I answered decently. So I wasn't too afraid of that, but then when I came back for the question, I did not listen. I heard who and why, not what. So I know that was my downfall, and well, when I came out, I wasn't confident at all.
I felt sad because I really like Angela. I think she has a really good personality. She has a really good sense of humor, so I think her weakness would be really portraying that or bringing that across to the judges. But she's young, so I told her she should definitely try again.
I like Kanika very much, and Latoya. Yeah, they both really strike me as people who have great potential, so I'm rooting for them.